Greetings and salutations to you people of the interweb. So today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Legacy Evolution Animated Universe Prowl. So again, this is part of the Transformers Hasbro's plastic-free packaging except tape and glue. So here we have Prowl, based on the animated design. It kind of sort of is, you know, there's some big differences, but all in all, it's good to see the animated line, beloved as it is, getting some representation here. So we've got Prowl, you can see him there. I buy from an online retailer, so it's not really that much of a problem for me. I don't know if I'd buy a toy from a supermarket that's had grubby hands or on it, just too much OCD to mess me up that. But artwork of Prowl, picture of his bike, product shots. He's got Evo Fusion. That just means his weapon has a gimmick, which most weapons have gimmicks. So not that much. So we'll get him out. We've got the usual paperwork here. 20 steps. Oh god. As usual, you need to take a look out on the packaging for one of these. It is not a nest of spider eggs. It is, in fact, accessories. Free spider's eggs with every Transformer. So we're just going to open up this bit of tissue. So we have these wheel blocks. 2 of them. And we've got those ready to go. And so around we've got these bits of twine rather than the usual plastic twisty ties, and I feel much better for it. So we'll get him out of the box. And here is Transformers Animated Universe Prowl. What would have been really useful if it would have had my original Transformers Animated Prowl with me. And I don't. So, yeah, we're not going to have that comparison. I like him. I like him. For the face sculpt is brilliant. I think the colour scheme is brilliant. He really looks like a motorcycle cop. Here's where we're just gonna straight out just throw this at you. This guy looks like a Transformer who is a motorcycle cop. Prowl, animated Prowl, looked like a Transformer who was a ninja that had become a motorcycle cop. This looks like motorcycle cop was always in his DNA. He's just like a little bit chunky. He's got, I don't know, what you can imagine the thighs of a motorcycle cop would look like. Yeah. It's all in the thighs, man. The head, just that little smirk on his face. You know, the glasses as he pulls them down, like, yeah. What speed do you think you were doing, sir? You know, yeah. He looks like he's got cop in his DNA all the way through. Whereas Animated Prowl, he's got this life ninja that just happens to have that motorcycle form, if that makes any sense. But he's definitely a Prowl, you know, somewhere down the line. We've got, you know, Animated Prowl is way kind of different to our archetype, our G1 Prowl. Whereas I suppose this guy is somewhere in the middle. Maybe this is young. This is like our, you know, the regular Joe, G.I. Joe, not G.I. Joe, G1 Prowl. This is like his younger self, his younger, more like in the golden ages of Cybertron, when he was young and idealistic before, he just became cold and logical. Yeah. But I like it. It's absolutely cracking figure. Head, ball joint, expressive. It's got little dials on his back. Even though it's the wrong kind of alt mode, which is a strange thing to say for an Action Master, this would make a really good kickoff. Shoulders all the way around, bicep swivel, elbow joint, hands can go side to side. You can notice he's not got that hand could probably hold high 5mm pegs. That's more of a grabby hand. Ninja moves. There's a swivel at the abdomen, I suppose. Yeah, like a nice rib cage swivel. Love the translucent, chest part. That the door, the sides of the bike replace the doors of the car to, so he's got that, all those Prowl features, the head crest that, but his is obviously more stylized on the G1 Prowl head crest than the more elaborate animated head crest. The thighs, again, there's something jodhpurish about those thighs. He's got a knee bend. And there's a move here at the shin. His shins are wheels. And he's got a ball joint for a foot. So his weapons are these. I presume they're going to be part of the wheels. And they, just like the original, they're like Werther's originals of Death, so they just kind of spin out and no longer look like tasty lumps of butterscotch, but are these ratcheted spiky wheels. So I was thinking that you did them and they all do it, but I think you have to do each spike individually to get any traction on it. And he can hold them definitely in his more pitchy hand and not at all in his hand that could probably hold 5mm peg and port weapons. Size comparisons. Next to another deluxe class figure. Here he is with Point Blank, so he's on the small side. He's a car, he's a bike. I don't hate it. There is still something in that, just in his mouth, that he's very Transformers animated. That kind of almost does not make him fit in with the G1 figures, which I know that their intention for this Legacy Evolution line is to bring in characters from different multiverses and make them as if they were from the G1. But there's just something, just a little bit, and it's the size of the chin. It is the size, how much space the chin makes up in the head sculpt. That it's just a little teaser that just doesn't make it work. So anyway, he sizes well. If you want to put him up with the 6-inch figures, you can go with Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. And with your classic G.I. Joe scale, classic not classified, it is Big Boa. Big Boa, please can we have you in the classified line? And while we're on the subject, Hasbro distribution, Hasbro Pulse UK. If you're gonna like stop um, independent toy distributors from actually having, access to GI Joe classified figures without them having to import them at heavy prices, could you at least make sure your own website has these figures in stock and they don't sell out straight away? Because this is a pre-order for figures that are due out months away, and you're telling me you've sold out already? Sort your distribution out. Talking of needing to sort themselves out, it is our Master of the Universe, Fisto. That's his name. How could I forget? Fisto with an I, not a Y. And they sized up really well together. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I just don't know why am I doing this. I probably should have better things to do than keep doing this. Fuck. This is pretty decent figure. Yeah, the Wibble Wobbles alone. I'm telling you, I've deleted the video I tried to do with Tom. He fucked up. He's a tall piece of fucking water, this guy. Too much hype about him. Just, I managed to transform him. I didn't on the video. He's just a bullshit tank. This guy will transform. Fuck it. I don't have the best track record with bikes. Why do I do this? Why do I still do this? Please. Someone make me stop. Just make me stop. Just report this channel. Get it deleted. Fuck's sake. It's just a transformer. It's just a kid's toy. Oh, we're back in the room. We're back in the room. Fuck. Right. Okay. Yes. Fuck am I doing? What the fuck is any of this about? Why? Right. Why did I call myself? Well, I know why. There's an old story about live role playing as to why the name Bisto Yeti came about. But if I knew that, however many years ago on later that we are, and I knew that random people, like the 2 or 3 people that recognise me at conventions, and I knew from back when, like 10 or so years, and when I named this YouTube channel, if I knew then, I knew now that 2 or 3 people that recognise me, from the YouTube would be like, "Hey, Bisto, how you doing?" And be saying that at conventions, I would have called myself something like Big Ball Joints or something. And so people would have to be going like, "Hey, Big Balls, how you doing? Big Balls, Big Balls." It's just a mistake we make when we're naming our channels. He's a bike. What harm can he do? See, we're in now what we call the process. I mean, I think some people might be calling this a mental breakdown, but it's actually just have a fun transformation time of what we enjoy about action figures. I shouldn't have started film. You know, I thought I fucked up. I fucked up that video about Tarn, and I was doing all right with Prowl, and I delete. I thought I'll delete. Just going to delete this Prowl video, and I've deleted the Prowl video. It'll never see the light of day. It's gone forever off the information. Deleted. No more. We will never see its like again. But I then brought the subject of it back up while we were doing this video, and the actual curse of the Tarn video has it's inflicted this video with its what the fuck. I'm gonna have a look at the back of this box because it's just about 20 steps. What happened? They were okay. Okay, I get you. I don't get you at all, but I'm trying to fold these all the way, but they don't go all the way. They just kind of, they're just bits. They're just side bits. And then, so they just go to the sides. Hmm. Well, looky here. Look at this. There we have. This is the best we can do with our current mental state, quite frankly. So just take what you've got and enjoy it. These Werthers. Click on there. What's that? What's that? Magnets. So they got magnets. This changes everything. No, I think they just click on. If it's a magnet, it's a very weak one. I was excited for a second. I thought, yes, they've used magnets. So here's Prowl. The Cybertronian bike. Well, it's not. It's an Earth bike. I've just not transformed it correctly. That's all. But as you can see, he's got bike bits. We know this is the right foot here because he's got a kickstand. It's a kickstand as part of his foot, so he could kick you with his kickstand. Ninjas to the end. This obviously isn't bit correct here. That could be probably neatened up. None of it's correct. Well, that's just how we feel today. If you've enjoyed the video, maybe you could like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. You might not need to subscribe. This might be the end. But until the next time, should there be one, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, let's bump this, shall we? Bestow! Bestow!